wonder if I'm the first person to use the term pollinator maxing. I wanted to show you what comfrey plants look like at various stages or as time passes by. And here on our property, we've got examples of a few various sizes of plants. Bear in mind that our season has just begun. It's late May as we're filming this video. And these mature comfrey plants are quite extensive. Not only that, but these plants get very little sunlight here. This fence line is shaded for most of the day. These plants have been here for about 4 years, maybe 5 by this point, but we don't really water them. The sun barely hits them and they're doing great. I'll point out too that these are in a great place to harvest right now. So to do so, I'll take my clippers and cut off the leaves at the base. And here I'm gonna just try and leave the flowers a little bit so that because they're just starting to bloom. And I want the pollinators to still have something to enjoy from these plants. And then for the pieces that I've removed, I can chop these up or tear them into smaller pieces and use them to top dress the garden soil nearby. Just laying comfrey leaves down on the soil like this is gonna cause them to decompose and impart nitrogen and other massive amounts of minerals to the soil surface. And those nutrients will gradually find their way down to where the plants can get them as the microorganisms transport them. Now, if we head back to see the plants poking their heads out of the ground that we planted 6 months ago, these are gonna take a little bit longer, maybe another year to get established, especially since they are competing with the fully established weeds and Bermuda grass. Not all of the roots that I've planted have even emerged yet, but I'm already very happy to have taken advantage of this space here. These are gonna attract pollinators in the coming seasons, which will bring them right into our field. We'll be able to harvest off of them throughout the year and also at the end of the season, and we'll be able to just kind of come and take them straight off of the plant, chop and drop the leaves all over our rows here. Again, if I'm thinking ahead, will I regret having planted these here? I don't think so, because I'm not using this space for anything else. And this type of comfrey doesn't self-seed and doesn't spread laterally. It just grows stronger in place. It'll beef out a bit as the roots get established, of course, but that's also to my benefit for keeping the weeds down. Finally, we've got our comfrey crowns that we planted out a few weeks ago, and you can see even in the gravel, they are sprouting up alongside some calendula that we planted here as well. The calendula might not make it this year, we'll see, but I can't wait for another few years from now to have some big comfrey bushes sprouting up that I can just sickle down and compost. I've also got a few oats sprouting in the mulch. These are actually great for our kids to just come and pick up and feed to our hens through the fence. Keeps everyone entertained. We also interplanted comfrey with yarrow, salvia, lupin, echinacea, echinops, rudbeckia, and borage on this hillside. Idea being to try and build out a bit of a perennial wall that holds the soil in place while also pollinator maxing the space. Now, big picture, what we're doing here is building in systems that generate fertility on site so that in the long run, we're able to be less and less dependent on external resources.